We want to share a tale of one man's struggle with all of you. His name is Archie, and he's about to describe his journey that is all too familiar to so many Americans today. Take a look.
I grew up in Compton. I'm originally from Columbus, Georgia. My dad was ex-military. He worked all the time. His work ethic that he displayed to his kids was not comparable to anyone that I knew. It motivated me to be driven. I went to Cal State Dominguez with a degree in business marketing. My first job out of college, I worked for Kmart Apparel. 22 years old, and I was in management, right? My first job. I left after 2 years and became a sales agent in the insurance industry. A lot of people do not like to work commission, and they find it stressful because they don't know what they're gonna get paid every month. Well, in my case, I'm gonna get more every month. So my success became my personal motivation. I worked 10 years straight and never missed a day. There's times I would be sick, I'd go to work. If I could make it to the shower, I could make it to work. I didn't want to blemish my perfect attendance record. I did that for about 10 years, and then I applied to be a district manager. And first time I got it. I was one of the top managers, a lot of recognition, tons of trophies and plaques. I was the manager that they would send new managers to train. I loved the job, and I did that for over 20 years. Eventually, I began to notice little subtle hints of trying to get rid of the senior managers. When people began to retire, they would always bring up my name. Archie, are you next? When are you planning to retire? I wanted to work at least 5 to 8 more years. It wasn't just about the money. It brought purpose and fulfillment to my life. Maybe 6 months before I was asked to vacate my position, I had an approved medical concern, and I took off a month. I came back to work, and they wrote me up. Why? You didn't make your goals. I'm not here. I was gone for a month. How can you do that? So it was basically threatened me that you better make your goal. And that was shocking. They would transfer me to further locations from my home. A month later, they transferred me even further. We need you to develop that office, but they did not give me adequate staff to achieve my goal. And so that was intentional. They figured, cut his legs off, we can terminate him because he won't make goal. A few months went by. I was close to the goal and called me in and told me that I need to clean my office out. I told my manager, you give me 30 days, I will guarantee you I will make my goal. They wouldn't do it. He wouldn't give me 30 days after working over 30 years. And that was the most disappointing thing I've ever experienced in my life. They would specifically state, we're looking for a younger sales team, which is illegal. You can't disqualify someone because of their age. After working for the same company for that many years, everybody knew me by what I did. No longer doing that job, it's psychologically, I no longer had a purpose to me in my mind. And I was 56 years old at the time. It was over 10 years ago. And it's been really hard.
It's tough to listen to that. As an older person and a person of color, there was a double whammy there for him. That's why that story is so compelling and telling on a lot of levels.